Hello and welcome. It is now October, which means it is time to review my goals and everything else for Q3 and set up Q4. And so for Q3, things went really well, better than I expected, even though the goals I have set were a little bit unrealistic. So first big goal was to read 10 books, which I did not finish fully. Then finish book 1, which I absolutely did finish. And that is the issue with the other goals. And then exercise 3 times per week. And I think I got into a mood where I was exercising 3 times per day, so that is a win. As for projects, again, finishing book 1, which is done. Crocheting a shirt is done. And finishing the map of the series is also done. So on that account, a great success. For my writing goals, this is where things get a little iffy, because yes, my smaller writing goals was to finish writing the epilogue, fill out Act 2, and fill out all of the world building, which I did do, all of that, which is great. But then I had the strange idea to set the goal for 30,000 words, knowing full well I am about to finish the book and will not write for a long time. And so that was a little stupid on my part. And so what is more surprising is that I actually ended up with 28,000 words actually written, both in this, which is finishing of the book, then this, what is this world building, and this, which was rewriting of chapter 1. So despite my stupidity in setting this goal, I actually came very close to finishing it, which means I count it as a success, even though I am missing 1800 words to actually count it as finished. But who cares? The spirit of the goal is more important. And as for my reading goals, I wanted to read 10 books, out of which 2 of them should be physical books from my TBR, and review properly. I've read 9 books, and more of them were physical, so half and half. But again, the goal to properly review every book I have read is absolutely a big failure. I reviewed the first one I have read, so the Oriental Folklore, and then nothing else. But at least I have finished the 2 books that were on my TBR from the previous quarter, which is the Bone Shard War, which I finished at the end of August, and Of War and Ruin, which is the last book I finished in middle of September on my flight back to home from my trip. So those are a smashing success. And so that wraps up all of my goals for Q3. I think I did really well. I did not finish all of them. There is 1 book missing, okay, whatever. And there is 1800 words missing from the writing goal. But those are such a small numbers. The goal was to get myself to write consistently and to get myself to read consistently. And I have achieved both of those. Considering this book, Of War and Ruin, is 1,400 pages long, and so should be considered as the length of 3 books, not just 1. So that is all for Q3, and now it's time to set up Q4 and talk about the goals there. As for the goals for Q4, I want to keep it rather simple and not overcomplicated, so most of the goals are basically repeats of last quarter, but with a little bit of adjusted numbers. So, first one, read 6 books. I am not keeping it at 10 and bringing it back to the original 6, because now that my university is in progress, I will have to dedicate a lot of my reading time to my school materials and cannot read actual books. The second goal is to finish the read-through of my own book, and this one is also cutting into my reading time of other books, obviously, because this book is 500 pages long and so could count in itself. And then the other goal following this one is to at least start with draft 2. And the last goal that is not related to any of my writing stuff is to exercise 6 times per week. I can already tell you I am failing on this one because I got sick for like 2 weeks, and the maximum of exercise I can do is walk from my bedroom to the kitchen. The projects for this quarter are quite simple. One, I want to make a revision plan so I can dive into draft 2. I want to crochet one thing, probably something either Halloween related or winter related. Then finish 2 big art pieces, since I wasn't drawing that much and I want to get back to it. And I can already tell you, I have finished one and I'm super happy with it. And lastly, a bookshelf redesign, which I have been gearing up to doing for the past year, I would say, more. And I cannot wait to get it done because I have officially run out of bookshelf space. As for the writing goals in themselves, as I have mentioned, I want to finish the read-through and make the revision plan. And then actual word goal is to do 20,000 words in this quarter. Why so little? Because I will probably only start with actual writing in November. And I have not written since July, and so getting back into any sort of writing habit will be hard in itself. And so, combined with my semester and school stuff, I don't want it to be too much on myself. And lastly, the reading goals. So, first off, I want to read 6 books, as I have mentioned previously. I want 2 of them to be physical. And lastly, the bookshelf removal. And as for my current TBR, I want to prioritize finishing the books I am currently reading, which is I Am Afraid You've Got Dragons, Goblin Emperor, and The Stationery Shop. And that completes my goals for quarter 4. As I said, they are relatively simple and hopefully achievable. And so I will see you with this one at the end of this year to see how I have done.